Hey everyone, it's Thursday afternoon. How has everyone's week been so far? I will say that mine has not been a balanced one. Very much so off balance. Yeah. Even to the point of where I'm sitting at. So I usually sit at a specific area in here when I do these videos. And today I kept moving around and trying to find the right balance. And finally, I literally was going to go, you know what? Maybe I'm not supposed to deliver this message like I felt that I was going to, or I was supposed to. And then I just got up and moved over here and I sat down and I'm like, I can't even sit straight in this position. And then it dawned on me. It hit me. Bam. The lesson is about imbalance, right? So why would I need to be balanced to deliver a message about imbalance? You have to laugh at these things when they appear, right, in your life. So I'm laughing at them and going with the flow of imbalance. Okay, so today I'm talking about the unbalanced heart, right? A whole lot of imbalance going on. Some of us love too much, right? Some of us give too much, and then some of us smother. And those that do not have their hearts physically, emotionally, and spiritually full end up with an imbalance. And that would probably be majority of us, myself included. They try to get love to turn on in their hearts. Somewhere in there, we want to turn it on, but it won't turn on. Some of us find that we try loving too much, giving too much, or even smothering, like I mentioned before. And that is not love coming from our hearts. That love is coming from a need somewhere inside, within us. And it is more of a codependent love. Have you ever encountered that in your life? In a relationship? Any type of relationship. Which usually results in loving too much. This is caused by the imbalance inside of our hearts. Healing this has to be done physically, energetically, and spiritually. Let's talk about our emotions first, though. In many ways, our emotions can take over. Have you ever felt that before? And then, when they take over, they separate us from the spiritual side within, because we're being emotionally driven. Our heart, the center of who we are, is so important to heal in our lives, right? Very important, because we can't walk around with these broken hearts like we do all the time. How do you heal the heart? The answer is through love. Through loving yourself and surrounding yourself who are able to love you from a pure, true place. Who in your life can love you from a pure, true place? There are some people you encounter along your path you just won't be able to love. You won't be able to love them unconditionally 100% of the time. We aren't created that way. We are allowed to set boundaries up. And there are some of us that are able to give of love many times by doing tremendous acts from their hearts. There is no person that can give unconditional love 100% all of the time, 24 hours a day. Nobody. So stop punishing yourself, because there's a lot of us that do that. Just accept it. Just recognize, though, when you are giving love to another from the purity of your heart, there will be an energetic feeling that you feel within when you're doing so. Like you actually feel it when you're being pure and being true. Okay? Love truly is the purest and highest source of energy. Our hearts, when they are being pure and loving and true, give out an incredible force that reaches other people and touches them. You feel more whole, more like yourself, and true to yourself when you are in the place of love. And just a reminder, this true place, this state, has nothing to do with your emotions. What I am learning is that you must go beyond the emotional state and go into your heart, inside of it, to spend time with your heart. Turn all of their hearts on inside. Our hearts are walking around beating, right? And they might be on a physical level healthy, but on a spiritual level, not so much. They aren't truly loving. So think about that. On a physical level, if your heart decided to stop letting the blood flow, or it only released the blood when it wanted to, would you still be standing? Or if you got up and it said, you know what? I want to skip a couple beats. What would happen to you on a physical level? So think about that. The reason why it hurts so much to receive love is because we have turned off parts of our hearts. Yeah. Those people that have done that, they're the ones that you meet who pull back and become afraid. And I'm going to raise my hand and say that would be me many times. And I'm just sharing the lessons that I'm learning as I go along. So maybe some of you will learn from these lessons all about this heart thing. There might be times when certain hearts you need to turn down. Like sometimes your love is so intense when it comes from you and you pour it out to another that the other person's like, hold on, I can't handle that love that you have right there. It's a bit too much for me. And we need to learn to recognize that, because we need to turn down the volume a little bit, It's too much, it's too loud. I'm not saying to turn off your heart though, because that's what a whole lot of us do. Just recognize that you need to learn to release it, the love that you have, gradually. You don't want to overload the other person with the intense energy. It becomes painful, like I told you. For yourself and the health of your own heart, find people who are able to love purely as possible and spend time with them. It's very healthy. We have family that became that way when we entered into this world. Immediate family. Mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, sisters, brothers, cousins. Immediate family, right? And they just threw that love at us intensely. Look how cute they are. Look how sweet. Oh, it's the chubbing, squeezing the cheeks and let me hold you and all that stuff. But when we're little like that, we can handle that love because we haven't shut it down. We haven't closed off and turned off certain areas of our heart because we haven't been hurt yet. And as we grow, we learn to walk, talk, date people, extend our hearts out to others, friends, even family members. Things happen and we get hurt. And we turn something off. And sometimes we leave it off so long that we don't know how to turn it back on. We lost the instruction booklet. It's gone. How do I operate this switch? Where is the switch? I can't find it. You literally have to go inside of your heart and talk to your heart. You got to check it out. You got to find out what's going on. Why can't you stay in a relationship? Why can't you accept someone's love? What's wrong? And remember, it might not just be you. It could be the other person on the other receiving end of it, right? Giving it to you. Our lessons and struggles are designed according to what we have received and what we haven't. You ever notice people coming into your life or coming back into your life after you thought it was over? And you scratch your head or you shake it back and forth and go, what lesson have I not learned? Did I take time to try to heal my heart or fix it, balance it out? Or did I just rush into something else? Love in our hearts. Unconditional love has no conditions. Repeat after me. Unconditional love has no conditions. It has no strings. When we are meant to give someone love who is really important and you choose not to, what happens? Fear. Fear, that 4-letter word, is what's happening. When we choose not to give back love, fear is speaking loudly. It might be shouting out because if they run away, it's shouting out loud. It can't get far fast enough. The purity of love is giving because you give. And because you give, you receive. You are not being emptied out. People think, oh my God, if I give any more love, I'm not going to have any more love left. No. If you're giving it from a pure place, a pure state, without any conditions, without any strings, you will be filled back up. Right? You don't lose anything. You are being filled up constantly when you're giving from that true, pure place. So you remain full. That is healthy love. That is balanced love. So, how do you check your heart out on a physical level when you feel like something's not right? You call your doctor. You schedule an appointment. You go to the doctor. You sit in the office for a while. You give them the insurance card, fill out all the information, your symptoms, what's happening. You go talk to the doctor, right? They ask you what's going on. Oh, I'm just feeling weak. I don't know what's wrong. I can't figure it out. So they run tests on you, hook you up to machines. take pictures of your heart, and then they look at it and they say, well, I think you have this problem, or we've discovered that you have this problem. And it might be medically necessary to take some type of medication to help your heart beat and regulate the blood flow, right, throughout your body so that you can keep walking and talking and breathing and loving, right? Or you might actually have to go have a surgical procedure done. And sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes it's like inherited, right? But then it is sometimes your fault because you didn't take care of your heart. So on a physical level, on a spiritual level, you know how to fix it, right? Or possibly fix it on a physical level. But on that spiritual level, it's a whole different thing. I will tell you that my heart changed, right? And I'm still learning and I'm sharing as I'm growing and becoming more loving. And over the past 6 years, I've mentioned to some people and through these videos, I think that I have a different way of seeing things. And I believe I do know 100% from my heart that I've been given gifts to help other people. One of the gifts would be seeing through the eyes of my heart into another person's heart when I am asked to do so. And I have seen the most amazing things that I wish I can like pump all out, like take pictures of, or like have like a, you know, a camera like hooked to my forehead or something and I can, you know, like record what I'm seeing because it is unbelievable. Like I literally see fences around people's hearts, a fortress at times, things that have to be blown up, excavated, to get to that inner landscape, to see beyond the surface, the facade, to see truly what is breaking, what's harming them, and talking about it out loud. It's a beautiful gift, but it's a gift that I've had to learn to love. And when I am working with other people, it's from the pure state of love, from this heart that God fills up every time I do so. So, take some time and close your eyes and separate yourself from the world. And go inside of your heart and let it tell you a story about what it feels like, what shape it's in, what you've turned off. Listen. Your heart speaks to you. So does your soul. Actually, your whole inner being speaks to you if you listen to it. Pay attention. Just sharing these lessons that I learn as I go. Hope all of you have a wonderful Thursday evening and a very nice weekend. Bye, everyone. Thanks for listening.